This is Football Fans Tribe. Right here we get thoughts and reactions of football fans after matches, and we give you fantastic, juicy and amazing footballing content back to back. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do so, and thank you so much. Okay. In Selhurst Park, it ended 1-1. So how you see the match? No joy.
It's so demoralizing, especially when the goal came at 90 minutes. It's sad. I'm sad. I'm really sad. I don't know what to say. I'm just short of words. I'm really sad for.
Like say they scored that goal maybe the 80th minute or 70 something. At least hope good.
Yes, if it was 1-1 at 60 or 70 minutes, you can have 20 minutes to press, or maybe you do 1 or 2 sub and then you can press on again. But scoring you at 90 minutes at that time, even the entire team will be totally demoralized. So it's so demoralizing. So demoralizing.
What's your take on the debutant, Weghorst?
You've seen what he has brought to Man U. That pressing up front and back, and then trying to push defenders to himself, and then that is even what led to the first goal. You are taking attention from Rashford, taking attention from Anthony or Fernandes. There's a new man, and nobody knows how he plays. So attention is now shifted to some players, and then he's having freedom to do 1 or 2 things on the pitch. So that's it. I think it was, for me, it was a fair debut for Weghorst.
Okay. Talking about Rashford, how good was his performance today? Based on the recent standard way he set for himself, scoring goals. So how good was his performance today?
I think the coach should have changed Rashford maybe before 60 to 70 minutes. Every match you see that this is not your day, and then because of the confidence he's been in, the goals he's been scoring in the last 7 matches. So he feels that he can still score a goal. But you need to also know that it doesn't come all the time. It's a game. Sometimes you'll be lucky, sometimes you are not lucky. For me, today it was poor, and I wish I was the coach. I would have changed him a long time. Taking off Weghorst, for me, wasn't a right call. Should allow him to play. Take off Rashford, bring in Garnacho early enough. Also bring in Pelistri, and then change Anthony. Maybe it would have given us a different bite. Check the first out the way we play. We push them all back to the defense. The way you did 1 or 2 changes, and then you just alter the game. And then most painfully was the fact that Casemiro was allowed to play till that time. The moment I saw McTominay on the bench, I was thinking that automatically he was going to pull out Casemiro, knowing that one mistake alone is enough to cause the damage. And then we are going to miss Casemiro in the next match. So it's I think today in the last 8 matches, people have said he's a good coach. I know he's a good coach. He has had too many good calls, but one mistake can just halt the run you've been in. But it's also good, so that it will be like a check to us. The last 8-9 matches you have been won, 9-11 matches, we have been on a good run. So this will now serve as a check for us to know that it is not yet a uhuru. You understand? It will put us back to the drawing board, so that when we come back against Arsenal, we'll come out smoking in that match.
Well, we know that Casemiro is like one of your best DM, right? And if you say maybe the coach, what thing they try to do now, say since on they win only 1 knot, you just need to keep your best there to preserve this 3 points.
In the first place, sometimes you don't necessarily need to make changes in a team. The way the team was playing again in the first half, you shouldn't have altered the team, because the moment you change the personnel, that means the formation and everything changes, and that's what we saw. Assuming we were able to keep that same tempo, all they will do is to still stay where they are. They wouldn't have even have the impetus to come out. The way we did those changes, McTominay and Garnacho, they had that morale to come out, and you saw them smoking. They were able to confront, back, center, and all of that. If not for even Bissaka, maybe what we are even saying 1-1 should have even ended 2-1. Because you could see the last minute interception he made. If not, we should be saying Man U lost today against Crystal Palace. But in all, I think the coach got it wrong today, if you ask me. The coach got it wrong in terms of the sub he made. Rashford was not in the match, so he should have pulled him out long before now. Casemiro should have also left before 80 to 70 minutes. So bringing in new persons, Fred was there on the bench, McTominay was there on the bench, Pelistri is on the bench. Rashford should have been pulled out long before now.
talking about the man we actually stopped a supposed second goal for Crystal Palace. That's talking about Wan-Bissaka. How good was he today? Because if like say today they don't get freedom, they go front, they even do 1 or 2 ball walks.
You know, before this time, I've always seen Bissaka as one of the best defenders in Man U. Not even starting from this era, even during the period of Ole. You know, you could see the interception, and you can't pass him on one-on-one. You can't go. We've seen cases where he was able to stop Sterling when he was in Man City. What he did to other players, you don't pass him one-on-one. And I think with the new coach and the new mentality and the new psyche, the injury he was in, he came out. You could see the new Bissaka, the confidence, the dribbling skill, a new defender, coupled with the fact that he was already good defensively, and he has also added some bites to his offensive side of the game. So for me, it's a complete all-round defender, and I wish that when Dalo is back, Bissaka will not be put in the bench, because the guy, for me, the guy is good defensively and offensively at the moment. He's in top form at the moment.
Was there a penalty for you?
I didn't see any penalty in this match. I didn't see any penalty.
You get one this way we say they actually blew, saying a dive or something. They even called them to.
McTominay went to the ground easily. You know, if you see the contact, it was very, very minimal. It wasn't enough to call for a penalty. There was no penalty. The match was fair for me. I just feel that the coach, to some extent, got it wrong today. You could see it on his face after the match. I think he had some regrets inside that. Maybe 1 or 2 things he made some mistake in between.
Yeah, we know saying on they use Rafael Varane and Luke Shaw for centre back. But now Luke Shaw don't go back to left back, and the butcher himself comes in. If you say it's better like this, or Luke Shaw should go back to centre back?
If you check Man U defense, I don't think we have really issues in recent times. Even if you pair Varane with Martinez, pair him with Luke Shaw, there's this total confidence in the lineup. Even if you bring in Bissaka to play, even see Malasa playing a right wing, it will still be there. You know, the team itself, the confidence, the togetherness, the drive, the zeal, and everything, the composure, everything is back in Man U. But you know that when you are making progress, sometimes you expect some challenges, and that will make you to go back to the drawing board. You can't get it rosy all the time. This is, for me, it's like a minimal setback. I'm sure we are going to pick it up from Arsenal when we meet Arsenal over the weekend.
So talking about Arsenal now, how confident with this kind of performance, how confident are you? And knowing that, of course, Casemiro is not going to play, how confident are you that, yes, they can do the job and get all 3 points?
Today's match for me will be like a reality check. You know, you've been on a good run, and then you feel that you've arrived, you're on top of the game, and then a small test is now putting you back to the drawing table. So for me, today's draw is for me a reality check. It's a time for them to go back to the drawing board and say, well, we have not yet arrived. Yes, we are making progress as a team. We are taking a step further. But when you take a step further, sometimes you expect this drawback, and then it will serve as a catalyst for more progress. I'm certain that as it's going back to this today, it will have a rethink. What would I have done better in this match? Okay, now that we played this scoreline, what can we do better against Arsenal? Also knowing that we will not be having Casemiro. So I see a return of McTominay and Fred in the midfield pack. But I'm certain that Man U will, if not win Arsenal, they will have a draw, but they will never lose the draw. When you look at the form they are in, and then this check that they are putting, it will be like a springboard for greater things against Arsenal on Sunday.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like and all our social media links. I mean, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.